I'm reading Karel Appel, written by Catherine van Hout, which is a biography about the life of the painter Karel Appel.
Ah, nice.
So that's what I'm reading, and I started reading it about 2 hours ago or something.
Oh, wow.
And I couldn't lay it down, so I decided to go walking and reading at the same time.
Nice. So you would recommend it so far?
Yeah, I would recommend it. It's easy to get it, and it's not really expensive, even though it's really a thick book. So you can find it, but you can't find it new anymore, so you have to look a bit. That's what I'm reading right now.
Cool.
I listened to all the Harry Potter. It blew my mind, and then I listened to Homo Sapien and then Homo Deus.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they took you on a long journey that took you out of your place a bit, so you feel everything does not make sense anymore.
Yeah.
But then they give you also a direction at the end, so to put a mission. And I think this is a really nice switch in the book.
Yeah. A lot of people have been saying Sapiens is a really good book, like by Yuval Noah Harari.
Yeah, Yuval Noah Harari. Yeah, he's a professor of history and I think philosophy, but his book does not only include history and philosophy, but also includes economics, social behavioral analysis. It has also history, but also a group, like group psychology is different from individual psychology, but he combined them all through the span of history. I think it's a really dense by information book. For lay public, of course, it's not for specialists. For specialists, they will have the same information.
Yeah.
The last book I read is called Breaking Things at Work. I think it comes from, it's sort of scientific.
Yeah.
I think it's within media studies.
Oh yeah.
And it's about the history of the working class rising up against the capitalists, basically, by breaking the means of production that they have to work with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Would you recommend reading it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a fascinating read. It really puts the history of the working class struggle against the capitalists really clearly in like a timeline. And it's a really nice read. Yeah, I'd recommend it.
So it was Republic by Plato.
That's philosophic, right?
Yeah, it's a philosophy book. The book talks about how the society would be under certain aspects of democracy, and there are some interesting stories. I think the most famous is the myth of the cave, where people think that they live in the shadows, only seeing pictures in a cave lightened by a bonfire, and then the spectator goes out and sees the light and gets frightened by the reality and doesn't accept the reality and comes back to the cave.
Oh.
And yeah, it's very interesting, it's very insightful, and it was written like more than 200 years ago.
Really?
And it's still true.
Wow.
Conversations with a Friend or with Friends, something like that, by Sally Rooney. It's very like realistic. It's like this like girl in her 20s, and about like how she kind of gets into that relationship of a couple who are married, and so it's very modern in that sense. It's very about like open relationships and that kind of thing, but also very about her insecurities and stuff like that, because she's 20-year-old and so it's very
Did you like
real.
it?
I really liked it, yeah.
Okay.
Recommendable.
So a recommendable book.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the last book that I am in and out from is called Thinking Fast and Slow.
Oh, nice.
This is essential, I guess.
I've read that one. That's really good.
It's really important, right?
Yeah.
It made me not trusting myself anymore, but also trusting myself much more. Yeah. Because it's fine to do some mistakes. It's a human, at least. It's not totally fine. Yeah. But it's nice to be aware of it. Well, it's about the psychology of economic and choice making, and it shows the battle between our we have two different systems in our brains. As my understanding right now, I didn't finish the book yet, that one of it is like intuitive thinking and one's really like use the critical thinking of my frontal cortex in the brain. and then it shows how those two systems sometimes they go in an intuitive way and in contradictory way, and that how we have systematically embedded mistakes that we can go over if we switch from one system to another. So for example, there was a small test. If you have a riddle written in an unclear printing, people been able to solve it more because they were frowning a bit, which means that the brain noticed that they should be more focused. And that was a really nice example. I was thinking to do it on my family soon.